Test, test. Test, test.
Test. Good afternoon, softball fans. We are about to watch the Chatfield Varsity Gophers face off against the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs. I am Evie Allen. I am here with Carmen Berg and, as always, Rick Irish, who had everything set up and ready to go for us for the 4 o'clock start. The 4 o'clock start time. Just playing around with our new sound effects. Doubleheader tonight, so that is why we are starting early. So both 7-inning games.
Yes.
Okay. I know in the past they've given the option to do 2 5s.
And maybe they'll decide that here as they're talking, but I have not heard any different.
It's a beautiful night, so I'm going to guess they'll get them in. And it's been really hard to get games in.
It has.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
There was a game scheduled for last night, a home game that we were planning on broadcasting, and then that thunderstorm warning watch came in, and then by the time it was game time, it was beautiful. But
yes.
You just don't know. I would hate having to make that decision, but better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
So that was also scheduled to be a doubleheader, Rushford and Byron. So I'm kind of wondering if we'll reschedule the Byron since they're non-conference.
No, I don't believe that we will. We played them once in that tournament in St. Charles already anyways. Yep. We need to get that Rushford game in.
As a conference.
Yep, as a conference game.
Yep, and it's just funny how quickly time, I was just talking to Lexi Hinckley about that, how quickly time is passing this spring because we are already 8 games in. Plainview, it looks like are 6 games in, and then I was just kind of reviewing our schedule, and by May 15th, as long as there's no reschedule after that, we're done with regular season. That is crazy.
So it's coming up fast.
I say this every time, but it feels like basketball winter sports last like 7 months.
Yes.
And softball lasts like 4 weeks. And in fact, fun fact, but the year that Brittany Fretlin was a senior, so that would have been
go way back, Brittany.
2018, she was the only senior. So we were like, oh, we can't wait for her to have a senior season. And legit, it was a 4-week season. Like we just played all our games in 4 weeks because that was that year when there was like the vortex and there was all of the snow. So at least we've had more than 4 weeks, but it's just been hit or miss. And it's hard, to just practice so much and not get any games in because it just kind of gets too mundane and repetitive. But hopefully they'll get a couple good games in tonight against PEM. And then next week, it looks like on Monday they're at Casson and at Tuesday they're at Lewiston. So we'll look
next
forward
week
to
is
that.
all the way off. 3 games.
That will be a good deal. So they are about to, again, thanks to Jeff Springer for doing the announcing, they're about to announce the starting lineup. So Carmen, I'll let you go ahead and do that.
All right. For the Plainview Elgin Millville Bulldogs, we have leading off Emmeline Ball. She will be their DP. Chloe Grainer, she will be pitching. Maya Larson will be catching. Charlie Youst will be first base. Gloria Welke will be playing shortstop. Carly Sanis will be playing second base. Lilia Beneke will be in center field. Lillian Ball will be at third base. Haley Ferguson will be in left field. And Jocelyn Loya will be in right field. Their 2 subs for PEM are Annika Steele and Ava Steele. For the Chatfield Gophers, we will have leading off McKenna Dornack, she will be catching. Bryn Horseman will be playing third base. Kendall Nolte will be out in left field. Riley Urban will be pitching. Maddie Proper will be at shortstop. Audrey Springer will be playing first base. Kajal Berg will be second base. Allie Eichhoff will be center field. And Olivia Carver will be in right field. The subs for Chatfield Gophers are Destiny Schlickner, Georgia Fishbacher, Claire Amundsen, Kinley Manahan, and on the injured list is Grace Finley and Izzy Severson, and then we have Lauren Sprout as well.
Is Lauren injured?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I was just, the way I wrote it on the list, she ended up on the bottom.
Okay, good.
So,
good to know. I'm like, not another injury. We have had a lot of injuries
she is. She
this
doesn't
year.
look like she is, so I don't think so.
Well, good. We look forward to a nice matchup and a nice evening.
Again, I don't think I had that written down here. Nope, I gave that to him. I was wondering if I knew who the coaches were for.
It is not on their scorecard, unfortunately, as far as I can tell. There was not a lot of information out on Max Preps either as far as like their record, but I believe I found something that said they were 0-6 right now. Chatfield is 3-5. And I want a little caveat with that 3-5. I was just taking a look, and some of the losses, DGF, they're still ranked number 8 in state.
Are they?
Yep. Byron, they're number 1 in Class 3A. These are a couple of our losses. LeSueur, another one of our losses, they're ranked 9, and Caledonia is all the way up to number 3. We'll go ahead and take a quick break for our national anthem and be right back.
All right, welcome back.
Always have something to say. In case I forget, congratulations to Bryn Horseman. I see she was named as one of the prom court princess candidates. So congratulations to her in her senior season.
Awesome. I did not see that yet.
Yep. And we're excited in between the games tonight. We are doing our annual Take Your Daughter to the Ballpark, honoring our youth program, our Chatfield Fireballs. It's been rescheduled 3 times, so hopefully we have a good turnout, especially on a nice night. We usually have the girls run at the field, interact with the varsity, and then typically give them a free hot dog and water as well from our wonderful concession stand. Come check it out. We have nachos, pizza, hot dog, even bubbler, popcorn, which smelled really good the other night. So would love for everyone to come on down. We have a good crowd already.
And
cool.
The Fireball raffle was done last night.
Yes.
So check the website and see who the winners are.
Who was the grand winner? Do you know?
I do not know.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Rochester or further out than that.
I do have one update of one winner.
I do too. I know. I heard it.
Derek Allen won $100. First time winning anything ever.
Yeah, right. Kathy Bernard won $500.
Oh, good. That's great.
Michelle Chick won $100.
Oh, great.
So there was some people that I knew
locally
there. Yeah.
Yep.
But there was someone from Texas and some out-of-staters too.
It's fun to see how far it spans, but yeah, definitely fun to see the locals as well. All right, Urban's going to be holding down the mound tonight with Dornack behind the dish.
We have Kendall Nolte out in the outfield, along with Allie Eichhoff and Olivia Carver.
And Urban starts off strong with a strike.
And that's what she was hitting the other night, that low inside strike, hard to hit, but the ump liked it. Do you have it? Because I'm like, where is it?
It's starting to pull up here. As Carmen mentioned, up to bat is Emmeline Ball. She is their DP. Sounds like we have a track meet going on behind us.
There is a track meet, yep.
Finally, everyone gets their activities.
Ooh.
All right, a great low strike right at the knees. That's a called strike 2, so 1 and 2 will be the count. On ball, we are in the top of the first. Doubleheader this evening with Plainview, Elgin, Millville. And a swing and a miss, and that'll be the first strikeout for Riley Urban of the evening.
Up next for PEM is Chloe Grainer. She will be pitching for the Bulldogs.
And she gets a hold of that one, but Proper is there. Line shot, caught. That'll be out number 2.
Up now is Maya Larson. She'll be catching for Plainview. 2 outs for the Gophers here.
Ooh, a little inside. I thought someone was behind the booth, but it's the track announcer.
It is.
If you hear that through, we have track going on behind us, a big meet tonight. A swing and a miss.
And it is a beautiful night. It's just a tad on, it's only what, 50, 54, maybe.
Yeah, it's
close
not.
to. So if you're in the shade, it's definitely chillier. There's a little breeze going on, but if you're sitting in the sun, it probably feels great.
That'll be a swing and a miss. That is strike 2 on Youst. Yeah, if you come on down, I'd just throw a sweatshirt in the car just in case. I definitely think when the sun starts going under, it'll be a little colder, but very nice right now. Urban tries for the change. It's just a little low, so she lays off.
2-2 is the count for Larson.
Oh, my goodness.
They just started the race with a gunshot. And Rick flinched over here.
I also flinched. You just never know these days. All right, and that's a swing. That'll be fouled out of play. Place her in the booth. And that one is low and inside. That'll load up the count at 3-2 on hitter number 3, Larson.
Do you know?
Or sorry, Youst or Larson. Yes. 3 and 5.
Right back at her.
She lines that one. Nice recovery by Urban, and she just gets her in time. So 3 up, 3 down for Plainview, and the Gophers will head on in to hit.
Leading off, like I had said prior, is Dornack, followed by Horseman, and then Nolte. We'll be right back. And we are back here at the bottom of the first inning for the Chatfield Gophers versus Plainview Elgin Millville.
All right, we go to the bottom of the first inning with McKenna Dornack, the junior, playing catcher tonight, leading off.
Pitching for Plainview is Chloe Grainer, and behind the plate is Maya Larson.
And that'll be a hit up the middle, just under the glove of the second baseman. Dornack will reach first. Now up will be senior Bryn Horseman, as I mentioned, on the prom court. I'd look for a steal here, challenge them a little maybe. Squares to bunt. Dornack easily takes second with no throw. So that'll put our runner in scoring positions with no outs.
We have a runner coming in for McKenna. I'm guessing Claire.
I think that's Claire Amundsen. The 8th grader, right?
Yes.
Coming in, part of our varsity squad. She got tall, too. Those 8th graders are tall girls.
They really have gotten tall.
All right, and that pitch is just a little low, so Horseman lays off that. So 2-0 will be the count. Horseman batting .267 with 6 RBIs on the season so far. Two on the count. She lets that one go just a little high. 3-1 to Horseman. On deck behind her is Kendall Nolte, and I heard this term for the first time in a long time when I was listening the other night. In the hole is Madison Proper. All right, that's a slow dribbler. Horseman could beat it out. Ooh, tight. She underhanded it, and I thought Horseman had a chance. She's speedy, but she still advanced the runner to 3. So with 1 out, we have a runner on third. And Kendall Nolte up to bat. Nolte, 9 RBIs, leading the team for the season. Looking to put in a 10th, maybe 11th. We'll see. And that's a hard hit ball. They're going to get her out at first, but the RBI is good. So Gophers are on the board, 1-0 with 2 outs, with Nolte grabbing the first RBI of the night.
I'm just trying to figure out my game changer here. I see that you can see the game up above and see the stats. Mine won't let me go to info on that.
Oh, really?
Oh, box score?
Oh, yeah, box score is going to give you the deets. All right, Riley Urban steps into the box. 1-0 is the count. 2 outs, nobody on base, and she'll foul that one back.
Urban got a little injured at the last game that she played, so she's looking pretty good out there on the mound. And at bat here, she doesn't look like she's limping. She got slid into at home plate.
Oh,
she got line drived out on the pitching mound.
Jeez.
Both legs were a little sore by the time the game was over.
All right, that's a high fly ball that's going to be behind the backstop, out of play. Oh, I see some fireballs showing up, sprinting on down. Their jerseys on. All right, 1-2 the count to Urban. That one's outside.
2-2 is the count for Urban.
Urban with a .462 average, a .615 slugging. She has 2 RBIs in the season. She's hitting the ball really hard.
She is.
And a swing and a miss, because I always jinx.
Darn it.
So that will be the first strike out for
Larson? Is that what you're
Grainer. She's the pitcher.
Gotcha.
So 1 strikeout each, and the Gophers will take the field with a 1-0 lead in the top of the second.
We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Charlie Youst is leading off for PEM. She is their first baseman. We are now in the top of the second.
And a swing and a miss. Nice fastball by Urban. Yeah, she doesn't look like she's showing any signs of injury pushing off. I do see she has a brace on, though. Probably a good thing.
She wears that all the time.
Oh, does she? Even before the injury?
That was from last year's injury.
Ooh, nice change up. That'll take it to 0-2 count. Great job by Riley. Mixing it up. And swing and a miss will give Urban her second strikeout for the night and set her down and bring up Welke. Now up will be the shortstop, Gloria Welke.
Beautiful pitch, swing, and a miss.
Right in there for strike two.
I like that he calls it too.
Her release is right on.
Way ahead here.
0-2 the count to Welke.
Throwing her some junk to tease her there. Ooh, with the changeup.
She bit on the change. That'll be Riley Urban's third strikeout of the game, second of the inning. And that will bring up
Carly Sanis.
I gotta get my cheaters on.
Ooh, she's right on that. Hits it every time.
Urban moves a little outside, and Dornack moves outside. Urban hits that spot, so that's a swing and a miss on the outside pitch. 0-2 the count to Sanis. Ooh, just missed that inside. I like that, though, right? You don't want to throw it right down the middle.
No,
that was a great teaser there.
That was close. And strikeout number 3 for the inning, all by yourself. Nice job, Urban.
So 3 strikeouts, 3 batters. No runs, no hits, no errors, obviously. And the Gophers head into the bottom of the second, leading 1-0. We'll be back in a moment. All right. Bottom of 2, Gophers up 1-0. Nolte with the first RBI. So into the box now will be Madison Proper. Ooh, she scoops that one high.
And foul.
Out of play.
Good deal. New life here.
Proper batting .333 with 2 sack bunts. She's a fast little, probably won't see one here, but she's a fast little runner, so she's kind of a dual threat. She can hit and bunt for a hit.
And she finds any little gap here in a hole, she will definitely try to advance to second.
Absolutely. She's a quick one. All right, so 1-1 the count to Proper. And that one's kind of off the end of her bat, goes to second base. She's under it. It bounces out of her glove, and she catches it with her bare hand for out number 1. I do think that our girls will struggle a little bit tonight. The speed is not maybe what they've seen recently, so always a challenge. Got to stay on that back foot, not lunge, right? Keep your weight back, and try to drive it. But it's just an adjustment, and so it's good that everyone's going to see her once, and then
Audrey Springer is up.
And he's going to call strike one on Springer. Big thanks to Leif Erickson. He's out in the booth with us. He's taking more awesome pictures for the players and parents. And there's a called strike two on the outside corner, so it's an 0-2 count to Springer.
And Cagel's arm has been hurting from throwing, and so I caught the pictures that Leaf just took, and I'm like, look at this.
You could tell why. All right, and that one is nice drop step by their shortstop. That looked like a vadunkadunk, and that was caught. So great effort by Welke. That'll set 2 Gophers down, and with 2 outs, up to bat is Miss Cagelberg.
And usually here with a slower pitcher, they're reaching for that ball, getting underneath it, and that's why it's up there in the air.
Exactly what happens is you get your weight on your front foot, you dip your shoulder, you go underneath it, and then you pop her on up. So that's what you can tell is happening, but I think they'll make the adjustment. They just got to see it at least one time around. And Cagel swings on that low and inside pitch, not your pitch. Find one that you like here. So 1-1 the count to Cagelberg. Cagel coming in with a 375 average with 3 RBIs. A couple of these girls, this is their first year of full-time varsity, and they're hitting very well. There's a strike, a swing, and a miss. She actually stayed back on that one, kind of cut the top half off, so that's what we want to see. Now protecting our plate with the 2-2 count. And there's a deep fly ball, and that's going to be in the gap between center and left, and to second she goes. So a double for Cagelberg. Puts her in scoring position with Allie Eichhoff up to bat. Great hit, Cagel.
Allie Eichhoff is the 8th grader playing center field. She's got some good speed with her as well. Falls that one back.
And fun fact, but that is Cagelberg's 3rd double of the season. I read she had some other ones. That one's in the dirt. Berg does a nice job advancing to 3rd on the wild pitch. So that puts Berg at 3rd base with 2 outs and Eichhoff up to bat. Eichhoff, her first year of full varsity as well as an 8th grader, doing a nice job in center field and in the box. And that one's low. So I believe it's a 2-1 count to Eichhoff here.
Correct.
And she pulls that one to first base, luckily foul.
2-2 is the count. We are in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
I'd like to see her really get a hold of one.
Oh, it'd be nice.
Top half here. Outside, that'll load up the count. Berg getting a good lead, can go on anything. Eichhoff can even just put a slow roller on the ground. She's got some wheels. She could get there. And there's a little chopper to first base. So you can see it's just kind of everybody's suffering from mostly the same plague of just getting a little underneath it. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and we had 1 runner left on base. So after 2 complete innings, the Gophers lead by 1-0. We'll be back.
All right, welcome back. We are in the top of the third. Plainview is up. It is Lilia Beneke leading us off.
And a swing and a miss. Fastball down the middle. Urban starts strong here in the top of the third. Another swing and a miss. We can't really feel it in the booth, but the flag is actually moving pretty good. There's a little bit of wind, so outfielders will just have to play with that a little bit. Anything in the air might just tail a little.
A little bit.
One-two count to Beneke. She fouls that one back.
I kind of like the speed of the game, how it's kind of going pretty quick.
Yeah.
Since we do have a doubleheader, the second game will probably start.
Urban throws that one a bit in the dirt. I think she was going for the changeup, just a little too early of a release. So that'll be the 2-2 count. Yeah, I was thinking, gosh, can we get both games in? But it gets dark pretty late now. Oh, and that one's up and over the glove of Dornack. What is it?
A 13 mile an hour
13
northwest.
mile an hour northwest wind. Rick says, see, look at the, I mean, we can see the shadow of the flag. It's going pretty hefty. And once it gets up in the air, that's kind of tough. And she'll protect and follow that inside pitch back. So the count remains full on Beneke.
Feels like what? 60. Feels like 60.
60, yeah. It kind of feels like a fall day, I think, you know, with the nice sun. But as the sun starts leaving us, I do think it'll get a bit chilly. So, and Beneke doing a nice job fending off those inside pitches. So once again, the count will remain full.
Jeez.
And another foul, so she's definitely make Urban work for it here. Let's try something different here. How about a good outside pitch? There it is. Oh, and so she's going to draw a walk. That'll be their first base runner.
Number 32, Lillian Ball.
Up to bat now is Lillian Ball. She's their third baseman. She swung and missed. It looked like a swing. I thought the runner was going to advance. But
ooh, and she sends that one deep over the head of Olivia Carver. And she's running to second.
Go get her, go get her.
Well, the other runners
And the other one did not advance.
oh, goodness. So tough running. She hit that one almost to the fence. She was at first and wanted to advance to second, but the runner on second was on second, so that'll take out their runner. It still advances, but it would have been nice, right?
She had a nice hit for her to be able to be on the base. Haley Ferguson is up now.
She hit that ball hard.
She did.
Ferguson, their left fielder. So with one out, they do have a runner on second base. Swing and a miss. She's a little behind that one.
Urban is ahead. 0-2 count.
Good mix, low and inside. And a swing and a miss, and that will be Urban's fourth strikeout. Oh, sorry, she didn't strike out yet.
Oh, she didn't?
I thought she did. I think we were behind there.
I thought she struck out as well.
All right, and that'll be fouled back out of play behind the backstop.
Well, maybe she'll strike out because I already wrote it in the book.
I know. I guess.
Sorry, that's
yeah, I think that the board was wrong. And that's a called change-up, strike 3, so backwards, Kay. We'll take that.
Oh, yep.
And now that's Urban's forward strikeout, and that will give the Bulldogs 2 outs and bring up to bat
Jocelyn Loya.
Jocelyn Loya. She hits
The
that
base hit.
one.
Cajal.
Cajal handles that well. So that will be a 4-3 put out to retire Plainview. No runs. They did have 1 hit, no errors, and they did have a runner left on base. So Gophers will head into the bottom of the 3rd. Still ahead 1-0, probably looking for a few more runs here. So I think we're just about, well, we are almost, it'll go Carver and then top. We're almost to the top, and those girls have all seen her once, so hopefully we'll start seeing some hits. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back. As Evie said, Carver is going to lead us off here. She has not seen the pitcher, and then we'll start back up at the top.
Carver, another one of our seniors that have been around forever. It's going to be weird not to see these girls next year. We've been calling their names for a while now. Swing and a miss by Carver. Just adjusting to the speed a little here.
There, she gets a hold of one.
Ooh, nice.
Out to left field.
And that'll drop into play. She's going to take second. Stand-up double to start the inning for Olivia Carver. She actually has 7 RBIs on the season. She's been a very productive hitter. Great job by Liv. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order to Dornack. She did have a hit up the middle, her first at bat.
Carver's got some good speed here as well. Ooh, she hit her rope.
And Carver will take third. Carver's going to head on home, and Gophers will grab their second run, and that will be an RBI hit for McKenna Dornack. And that'll bring up Bryn Horseman. Believe she popped up, right, the first time?
I have 4-3.
Oh, nope, grounded out. You're right.
Yeah.
Couldn't read my own writing.
One of those throws.
It's Friday. All right, she squares to bunt, and Dornack will go to second. And actually, the throw was almost there. The shortstop was a little late to the base.
It looks like
nice throw by
McKenna's
second
grabbing
baseman.
her arm, though.
I think the ball actually hit her because so they will go ahead and do a courtesy runner.
I guess it was Kinley last time.
Oh, was it? Okay,
Yeah.
same runner? Okay.
Yeah.
So Manahan, we called that wrong. Manahan in to run again for Dornack. It's kind of hard to see the numbers out here.
All right, here's Horseman.
Horseman is hitting 267 on the season with 6 RBIs. RBIs are really spread nicely across the girls, which just shows that everybody is stepping up and being productive when they need to. So that is a good thing going into the second half of the season.
Another rope.
And that's a rip. And Manahan's going to get in there to score. Nice hard hit by Bryn Horseman. So again, we're seeing us adjusting to the speed, sitting back.
Yes.
That was a great hit.
Nice job.
I like the noise on that one. And that will bring Kendall Nolte. The Gophers have yet to incur an out, have a runner at 1. And I'm going to guess that that runner's pretty quick. We're going to maybe tempt it again and see what happens. Nolte up to bat. She did pop out to second the first time at bat. And she rips that one. It hits the pitcher. And she almost beats it out. The pitcher does a nice job recovering. Ouch, it's hard being a pitcher.
It is.
But she will advance the runner to second, so Horseman will be on second with 1 out.
Now batting number 22, Riley Urban.
And that will bring up Riley Urban. She did strike out her first time at bat.
I don't think she's going to do that again.
I don't think so either. She's adjusted to the speed.
And she's up there for batting average.
She is. She's actually leading the team right now. Ball low. And there's a called strike 1. That was a zippy little strike down the middle.
We are in the bottom of the 3rd. In case you're just joining us, the score is 3-0. The Chatfield Gophers lead. She kind of reaches for that.
up and over the glove of the second baseman. It was kind of a half swing, but it worked well. Berg's going to send Horseman on in, knowing her speed. That ball gets by the catcher, so Urban's going to get to second and probably hold up there. No need to risk any kind of sliding or injury. But there's an RBI single for Riley Urban.
Maddie Proper.
And that'll bring up Maddie Popper, who also popped up the first time around. So.
Pitcher number 2.
And now into the game for courtesy running is
Claire Amundsen. Yeah.
Yep. They're all kind of just tall and slender, and
They
it's hard to
look
tell
very
who's
similar.
who if you can't see the number. And a hard hit ball in the gap between center and left. Amundsen's easily going to score. And another stand-up double, this time for Madison Proper. Great hit.
And as you can see, Evie said, we just had to get the timing down, the change in the speed. We're not used to. They saw her one time. Now everybody that's been up this inning has put the bat on the ball.
Yeah,
so
hard, like
job.
a solid,
line
solid hit.
shots.
We're not
Looking
seeing
good.
that pop up. It's such a hard thing, and our girls always complained about it when they were. Oh, there's a grounder to pitcher. That will take Springer out, but that will advance the runner. Our girls always complain too, oh my gosh, the pitcher's so slow. But the fact is, especially in this conference and this league, you have to be able to hit both, and you have to be able to adjust it. But easier said than done. So up to bat will be Kajal Berg. She had a stand-up double her first time around, and she chops it. Those are no fun. It's your foot. So foul ball called. The track gun keeps going off. It makes me jump every time. All right, she ropes a single to left field. It gets by the left fielder, so that's going to be a single with an error, and that's going to score another run. And just like that, the Gophers are up 6-0, kind of stuck at 1-0 for a couple innings, and then just broke it open here. So Kajal 2 for 2. And that will bring up Allie Eichhoff.
Yep.
With Kajal on second. There are 2 outs, so Kajal did a nice job running and not hesitating. That's a heads up. Heads up base running. I like it. Been there, done that. You can hear the frustration. All right, 2 outs, runner on 2.
Line drive shot here.
Ooh, that one gets past the catcher. It's just a little inside, hard to hold on. So Berg doing a nice job advancing to third. So now with a runner on third, Allie Eichhoff up with a 1-1 count, I believe.
I believe. And it's out here to center field. She got a whole lot of that one.
She tags that one, but they do get underneath it. But nice hard hit. I'll take that. So the Gophers score 5 runs on, I believe, 5 hits.
Mm-hmm.
There was 1 error, and we did leave 1 runner on base. So after 3 complete innings, we're just like that, up by 5 more runs. So the score is 6-0, and Plainview will head in to hit.
We'll be right back. All right, we are back.
We're already top of the fourth, so as you mentioned, the game's kind of flying by. We started at 4, it's 4:46, and we're halfway done. Swing and a miss to start the inning.
And that was Chloe Grainer.
Chloe is 0 for 1.
She flew out to Proper last time. And got her.
Swing and a miss. That will give Urban her 5th strikeout of the game.
Number 21, Maya Larson.
Now up to bat will be Maya Larson.
She hit it back to Riley last time.
And she pulls it to Bryn Horseman. And gosh, I love Bryn's arm. I love her quick release. It doesn't take her long to get from the glove to
Now batting number
the throw, and that
She
is
just has
fun
a
to watch.
rocket.
She does. She's improved so much over the years too, right? As they get older, but her accuracy is impressive. All right, so
is.
Gophers just like that with just a couple pitches already have 2 outs.
Charlie Youst is up.
And I believe she struck out
She
the first
did.
time. Oh, you can tell it's Friday. Low and inside, but I like the mix, right? We don't want to just throw it down the middle. Practicing that mix. I do see a few more fireballs showing up here, so hopefully they'll have a good turnout, even though we've rescheduled. And that's a pop of the glove for strike 2 for Urban. The 1-2 count on Yost. Yost.
Youst. He told
Youst.
me, ow.
All right, she fouls that one down the first baseline. And that one's fouled out of play down the first baseline.
She keeps battling in there.
The count remains 1-2. And she delivers a changeup. She gets her swing and fouls it back. Her changeup's been good tonight. It's
It
dropping
has.
at the right time. It's not too high. I like it. You can hear the wind through the microphone.
It
Sorry.
picked up a little
Apologize
bit.
for that.
I feel like it's
These-
more than 13 right now.
Yeah, the microphones are much better than when we started announcing a few years ago, but they pick up a lot of extra sound and breathing in the wind
Yes.
too, so apologize for the wind sound.
All right, 2-2 is the count for Youst.
We set up just a little outside. We hit that spot, and there she fouls that one as well. A couple of these batters are making Urban work pretty hard for it. Definitely bringing up her pitch count a little. Ooh, and that is
There
a
it
nice
is.
at the knees
Beautiful.
pitch. That'll be the 6th strikeout. Second of the inning. And that will retire
Charlie Youst.
Charlie Youst. And we will head into the bottom of the 4th with the Gophers leading 6-0.
All right, welcome back. Here we are leading off again with Carver. Nice hit right up the middle.
Nice shot up the middle. Perfect way to start. She started both innings with a hit that she's been up. That'll put her at 2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Dornak comes back up as well at the top of the order. She's 2 for 2.
Swing and a miss. Little outside music there. And that one she scoops.
Come on,
she'll
Carver.
send it for a single, but they fire it to third, so she'll take second as well. So McKenna Dornak, 3 for 3. She advances a runner, and now that will bring up
Horseman.
Bryn Horseman, who roped it the last time at bat with runners on second and third. Good chance to build the RBIs here. And into the game again will run for Dornak Kinley Manahan, another 8th grader from the squad. And that's a called strike 1 on Horseman. Not the pitch she likes. That was a little high. My gosh, double. All right, that's like a little chopper. It's going to die.
And she beat it out.
And I don't know, it's the second baseman, she just likes to throw it underhand all the time. And so sometimes when we have fast runners, it's just taking too long. So that'll be a single and an RBI for Bryn Horseman. That was not an error. That's a hit. It was fielded clean and thrown, and she just beat her out.
And Carver scored.
So that'll be 7-0. If the Gophers do reach 10 in this inning, the game will be over by run rule. So I'm sure
It's
that's
only
their
4th,
goal.
though.
Oh my gosh, it's not
Sorry.
5th. Yeah.
I was hoping.
I was just talking about that too. All right, and Nolte with just a rope up the middle. That will score Manahan, and that will take Horseman to third. So, boy, the Gophers just putting on a little hitting camp here, just hitting the ball everywhere hard, line shots. So now runners at 1 and 3. And that will bring up Riley Urban.
She's 1 for 2.
She struck out, and then she did have a hit. I'm going to guess we're going to take second here on this scenario. See what they do. Oh, nope. And she hits it back to the pitcher. So Urban will be out, but she will get credit for the RBI as Horseman scores. So that will be another run on the Gophers tally, and Nolte will remain at second.
Number 28, Maddie Proper.
That will bring up Maddie Proper. She had a great hit. Her last time at bat, a double. Out between left and center. Let's see if she can do that again. Change places with Nolte.
Ball a little outside, high. She
Ooh,
gets
and
under that one a little bit, but she's deep.
that is a high fly ball. I think the wind took it a little, so it does end up behind the left fielder. That was that was one of the highest fly balls I've seen in high school softball. Holy cow!
It wasn't. It would have flew over if it was.
I would probably call that a single or a double. Because yeah, that was a tough one to catch. So that will take the score to 10-0. Proper will be on second.
Only 9. Who do you have scoring? Nolte is still at third, and Proper's at second.
Oh, they redid it. They had 10 on there. They must have. They did it too early. The game changer was wrong, but it's recalculated.
And when I looked up, it said 9.
Oh yeah, mine said 10, but then they redid it.
Gotcha.
Can't always rely on the computer, I guess.
Springer. Lauren Sprout is coming in to hit for Audrey Springer.
Sprouts in Ninth grade?
Yeah.
Another one of our freshmen. And it looks like we're going to switch pitchers as well. So number 18. Let's see if she updated on the game changer. Looks like Ball. Does that sound right?
I don't have number 18 on my list.
Maybe it wasn't an 8. Maybe we just can't. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, I have the ump in my way now.
I know it's hard to see from the booth, but it looks like Game Changer has Ball on the mound now as a sub pitcher.
Emmeline?
Maybe it's a 13. I don't. It's hard to see from here. Oh yeah, I think it is. Does 13 sound right?
Well, there isn't a 3 there. I had a 1, but yeah, that makes sense. Emmeline Ball.
So number 13, Evelyn Ball. And Sprout will step in. This is her first at bat of the game. We are in the bottom of the fourth, 9-0. We jumped the gun a little. We do have runners on second and third with 1 out, so let's hope she can maybe knock a couple more in. There is a 10-run rule after 5, so we would need to play another complete inning and if we get to 10. All right, that's a called strike 1 on Sprout.
So it's a 1-1 count for Lauren. Ball
And
high.
Nice job laying off that rise ball. Ooh, and she just caught that outside corner. It wasn't my favorite, but as a lefty, you're going to have to take that one to left field. So 2-2 the count on Sprout. Like to see her get a good cut in here. Looks like they're going for the outside again. So 2 outside there. That'll load up the count as full.
We have 1 out. Runners at second and third.
Ooh, and a swing and a miss. That will retire Sprout. Leave the runners at second and third. And already back to Kajal Berg here. Kajal 2 for 2 on the night so far. Ooh, I like how hard she's swinging. She's attacking the ball. That one will be fouled out of play. She's grown so much as a hitter since last year.
It's really nice. They have Dane Head actually as one of the coaches, volunteer coaches. So he comes down twice a week. He attends some of the games that he can make, and he's great working with the girls for hitting.
Yeah, he helped us the year we won state too. He knows what he's doing.
One is the count on Kajal.
She fouls that one out of play, but I like the swing. Nice even cut, attacking the ball. So that'll be a 1-2 count. Kajal hoping for a couple more RBIs here. We have runners on second and third. Ooh, and that'll be a backwards
I don't understand.
K. That one was a little outside. It must have caught the corner, or he just wanted to take a break either way. So Gophers do go up 9-0. We'll head into the top of the 5th. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back.
All right. Top of the 5th.
Looks like we have Gloria Welke up to bat here. She struck out the last time.
And looks like Sprout will be in to play defense on first base as well. I don't see any other changes here. Change up just missed. 1-1 the count on Welke. Welke is 0 for 1. I believe she walked. Nice strike there.
Right
Urban
back.
does a nice job. Firing over to Sprout at first. 1-3 put out.
Number 9, Carly Sanis.
All right, up is Carly Sanis. She struck out the last time at bat. Swing and a miss.
Urban, all business. She's not taking long, just firing away. Done a nice job tonight. She's sitting at 6 strikeouts in the top of the 5th. See if she can grab a couple more, maybe. Swing and a miss there as well.
1-2 is the count.
And she has only given up 1 hit thus far, Urban. Just a little low. How come I can't get that cool background today? I'll not do it.
Must be have to do with something the lighting.
I probably did something I didn't even know. All right. Urban fires. Swing and a miss. So 2-2
out.
Oh, that one must have been a called.
Oh,
So it's a 3-2 count. He must have called that one a ball, not a strike. All right, and there we have it. There will be Urban's 7th strikeout of the game.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 3, Lilia Beneke.
Lilia is the one that walked.
Lily is the one
Yep.
that walked. Yep. I had that one wrong.
We now have 2 outs in the top of the 5th. If we can get that 3rd out and come back and score a run, we will be able to end the game with the 10-run rule.
And that's a swing and a miss. Yeah, Urban just all business, firing shots. She's pushing off really well. Great release. Looks strong. And there's a nice low and outside pitch. She goes for that one. Swing and a miss.
Way ahead here. 0-2 is the count. Throw a little junk. See what she'll go for. Fouled that one back.
One, two, the count. Ooh, she jams her up and Sprout's right there. Cuffs her a little bit, so that'll be 3 up, 3 down. Gophers up 9-0 heading into the bottom of the 5th, hoping to score one more run. And this one early. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
All right, welcome back. Allie Eichhoff will lead the Gophers in the bottom of the 5th.
She did fly out last time,
Go
but
ahead.
she hit the ball hard.
She did.
Deep to the outfield, but they made a good catch. So
The score is 9-0. We just need one run in this inning.
we've had a couple today where you swing and foul, but it hits your foot.
Yeah.
That's ouch. That's a bruise.
Doesn't even look like it phased her.
He likes that outside corner.
He's consistent.
Yep, especially on the lefties for some reason. It seems that he likes it a little bit.
He can see it more.
Yeah.
It's easier to see.
Definitely, potentially. And so Eichhoff does have to swing at that one because that's that same pitch. So she will be sat down with a strikeout. And that will bring Carver up. Carver just roping the ball tonight. She's 2 for 2.
No.
And they know that those he's going to call those like pretty far outside, maybe catching the end of the corner on the lefties. So yeah, they're just going to have to. She does a nice job defending there, but just being aware, especially as a lefty, that those outside pitches are called. So make sure and protect on those. That'll be high, ball 1. 1-2 on Carver. And that's that same pitch. It looks quite outside from here, but I'm not as close as he is, but it just seems to be calling it on our lefties, and we have a lot of lefties. So hopefully, this is Cajo, right?
No. This is his Dornack. We're at the top.
Dornack. So hopefully Dornack watched that because all these lefties in a row just
Doesn't that
need
look
to
like the
learn.
same pitch?
I know. It's very unknown. So if you're a lefty, you're just going to have to go with it and send it to left field if it's even close. And then he liked the inside pitch. So that'll be 1-1 to Dornack. God, I didn't realize how many lefties do we have on the team? 4?
Well, right there in a row is the
Plus
4,
Lauren.
actually.
All right, and that'll be a high fly ball. The shortstop's underneath it and makes the catch. We've hit some high balls tonight. So that'll retire the Gophers and their hope of ending the game early, at least in the 5th inning. Anytime after 5, once the home team bats if they're up by 10. But the Gophers will need to head back out and defend in the top of the 6th.
We'll be right back.
All right, back at it. Top of the 5th. Ball
Top of
up
the
to
6th.
bat. Top of the 6th. I can't see without my cheaters on. Ball up to bat. She is 1 for 1. She hit a deep ball over our right fielder head last time, but kind of got thrown out on a running error. And that time she'll just send a dribbler to shortstop. She fires it over for the 6-3 putout, and that will
Bring up Haley Ferguson. Haley struck out looking the last time at bat.
It's crazy. This is only their second time at bat, but they've only had the one hit and the one walk, so they have not had a lot of base runners.
Correct.
Swing and a miss. That was a nice drop ball by Urban.
She's ahead in the count. 0-2. There it is.
There we go. Called strike 3. So that will be the 8th strikeout for Riley Urban tonight in the game. She's allowed 1 hit and 1 walk thus far. And there's a hard hit ball. Bounces into the dirt. Sprout tries to kind of scoop it up, but not much you can do. So she will reach on an error.
We are back to the top of the order. Chloe Grainer is 0 for 2.
Oh, they actually gave her a single on that one. That was a pretty hard hit ball, so we'll call
Which
it
one?
that. The one that just happened for a Horseman.
Okay.
So we'll go with that. Swing and a miss on the changeup. Nice mix up by Urban. Low and inside.
Two outs. Runner at first.
Swing and a miss. That will be Riley's 9th strikeout. That will be the 3rd out for PEM, and Gophers will head into the bottom of the 6th, leading 9-0.
All right, we have Bryn Horseman up to bat right now in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch right down the middle with a strike. Here comes the 26-mile-an-hour gust.
You could definitely hear the wind through the microphone. Horseman is
Off the end of
2
the bat
for 3
there.
tonight, and it looks like she'll end up 2 for 4. Kind of off the end.
Now batting, the Gophers number 17, Kendall Nolte.
Kendall Nolte up to bat. She had a line shot up the middle last time around.
Ball low, little outside.
Kendall already racking up 2 RBIs on the game. Does a nice job protecting that outside pitch. She learned from the other lefties that you're going to have to find it. So those you're going to let travel deeper in the zone, and then you're going to compact swing, push it to left field.
Ooh, and she let it hit her. She didn't jump out of there.
So she'll take her base on a hit by pitch.
Number 22, Riley.
Now we have a base runner with Urban up to bat.
Only 1 out.
Urban could help herself here. How about a nice little triple? That one's high and outside. I don't think I mentioned Urban's pitching stats, but coming in today, she's thrown 33 innings, and she has a 5.091 ERA. She's had 34 strikeouts, and she added another, 9 tonight. Swing and a miss.
That was the outside pitch for her. Fireball girls are showing up over here.
Oh, so cute. I just love this night. Seeing all of them so excited.
And he called it.
And he called it a backwards K. Looking. We're to the point in the game where we see that the strike zone is very liberal, so we're going to have to maybe once we have 2 strikes on us, not be quite as picky. That's just kind of how you have to adjust.
Just
sometimes.
put our bat out there.
Yep.
Like that. He called
likes,
it.
Yep. He loves those outside pitches.
I don't know how far out they are.
Proper is 2 for 3.
And
she has
went
an
with
RBI, and there we go.
Kendall, you're not running very hard.
Yeah. Nolte's going to hold up at 2. I think she just assumed it was only going to be to second. And so that'll put runners on 1 and 2. We do have 2 outs, but Proper doing a nice job getting on base. Let's keep it up. And that will bring up Lauren Sprout, another lefty who was plagued with the outside pitches last time. So hopefully just kind of learned a little bit from her at bat. And into the game to run.
Claire Amundsen.
It's Claire Amundsen. I think he can do that because it was a courtesy runner for pitcher and catcher. That's unlimited, and then this will be a true pinch runner. So Nolte will have to be re-entered. All right, Lauren Sprout.
We have 2 outs. We're in the bottom of the 6th.
They sit up outside. They know what they want to do here. And this time she's ready. She swings hard. She fouls that one back, but she's right on top of it.
We're just trying to score that 1 run here. Save ourselves an inning.
And I mean, we know what's coming, right? So that's quite outside. She's going to have to lean into it and try to push it to left field here. That one gets past the catcher, so that's a great break for the Gophers because now we'll have a runner at 3, so she can just drive that ball through. Protect the outside. And they set up out there. They know what they want to do. So they're going to have to really lean into it. Ooh.
I know.
I was nervous he was going to call that one. That one came in a little high, though, on the changeup. So 2-2 to Sprout. No pressure, but we could end the game here with a swing. And she fouls that one away. Great job. See it all the way to the bat. All right, there's a
she
chopper.
hit it hard.
Go, go, go. Okay, they do field it. So into the 7th we go. Gophers leading 9-0. They defend here, and the game is over.
We'll be right back. All right, we are back. Maya Larson is up to bat.
And there's already a called strike 1.
We're in the top of the 7th. We just have to get 3 outs here.
Gophers up 9-0. They needed that 10 in order to run roll. And Plainview did a nice job Oh my goodness. So it's a
happened
short
there?
like ball that dies, and the runner thinks it's foul, but it's fair, and Riley hesitates, finally throws. It was a little high, but Sprout did a nice job catching it. So that'll retire her. That was a very strange out.
It looked like everybody hesitated because they weren't
Yep.
sure of what it was.
But it looked like it was fair from here. So, all right, that one is fouled back.
This is Charlie Youst. She has struck out both times at bat.
Ooh, I don't know what that was.
I think
Sorry.
it was up there. I don't know if it was us. 1-1 is the count on Youst.
Youst 0 for 2 on the night.
Tried a little change up there, got away. She thought about it.
That was a nice drop ball, but it just dropped a little early, so he cannot call that one.
3-1 is the count. There it is.
Great strike. That'll load up the count on Yost.
As the game is over, in between this game and the next game, we will have the Fireball girls running the bases. There's a beautiful pitch. Lauren's going to go for it and tosses it to Destiny for the out. Number
Destiny
2.
Schlichter in at second base.
Now batting for the Bulldogs, number 2, Gloria Welke.
And Claire Amundsen in left field. So those are just a couple
Changes.
defensive changes. Called strike 1 inside.
Welke struck out and hit it back to Riley.
Riley's handled their batters pretty well tonight. She's racked up 10 strikeouts at this point through the game. And given up just the 1 hit and 1 walk. So that's a good night's work.
1-2 is the count, so she's ahead here.
There it is, and that'll be strikeout number 11, out number 3, and that will end the game with the Gophers winning by a score of 9-0. Included in that, McKenna Dornack was 3 for 4 with an RBI, Bryn Horseman 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs, Kendall Nolte 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs, Riley Urban 1 for 4 with 2 RBIs, Maddie Proper 3 for 4 with an RBI, Audrey Springer 0 for 2, Kajal Berg 2 for 3 with an RBI. Allie Eichhoff 0 for 3, and Olivia Carver 2 for 3. So several doubles, including Berg. Proper had 2, Berg had 2, Dornack and Carver. So Dornack had a couple stolen bases as well. So it was fun to see the Gophers put on quite the hitting display, and we will take a break. As we mentioned, the Chatfield Fireball, our youth program, will be running the bases, and they'll have a little introduction about their program, and then we'll have a little break after that, and then we will head into game 2 of the doubleheader. All right, welcome to game 2. That was a quick turnaround. We kept the camera on so you could see the awesome young fireballers so excited to run through the bases. And now we begin game 2 where, since it's a doubleheader, Gophers won that first game 9-0. Now we flip and we are actually visitors, which is why we're up to bat. McKenna Dornack up to bat with a 1-1 count. But there were a lot of girls that showed up for that.
There
That was
were
nice
a lot
to
of
see.
girls. A lot of
Take your
parents
daughter.
here.
Yeah, the crowd is full now. All right, that'll be a 2-1 count. I wonder if it's based on the time of
How
night.
did you do that?
Know. I don't. My game changer has really cool scenery. All right, there's a slow roller, and they're going to call that one a foul ball. So a new life for Dornack. Otherwise, that would have been a certain out.
Ball a little high.
Does not look like game changer's even ready yet. But we know Dornack is up to bat here.
Mine just came up, so it might be there
we
now.
go. I think it's finally ready. All right, she fouls that one back out of play.
Dornack's going to be playing third base when she heads out there.
All right, and she's going to take her base after a full count.
7, Grant Horseman.
And that will bring up senior Bryn Horseman.
Bryn is going to be catching this game.
She squares to bunt. Dornack thinks about going, but does not. Now the ball's off the pitcher's glove. Second base picks that up. Otherwise, that would have been a cheap base to grab. Bryn was roping the ball in game 1, so let's hope she keeps that up. She squares to bunt. This time Dornack does head down, and she got her out. Nice throw by the catcher. We said it before, the ball was there and the shortstop was not, and this time shortstop made it and made the tag and got Dornack on the steal. So that will erase our base runner, and there will be one out with Bryn Horseman up to bat. And she ropes that one under the glove of the shortstop for a single. She's hitting the ball solid.
She is. Next up is Nolte. She'll be back out in left field. Oh, some of the
young
Fireball girls are doing the announcing now.
That is so cute. I love when they're included. That's a super important part of building a varsity program, is having the youth be a part of it. Nolte also hitting the ball well in game 1. Let's see if she can keep that up. And straight up the middle it goes. That'll advance Horseman to 2. She'll take her single, and Horseman's going to try for 3. The ball is not in time, and it gets past the third baseman, but Berg says, let's just hold up there. It's pretty close to home
Let's
plate.
not take any more than...
So a couple hits to start the game with runners at second and third. And
Proper is
Maddie Proper up to bat. She squares to bunt. Nice. It's a suicide. And not only do we get in and we get a second runner in, but there's an error on the throw. So Proper will take second. Great job. Perfectly placed bunt. That'll give Maddie Proper 2 RBIs. And I'm not sure that it was even if they would have made the throw, I think she would have made it. That was
with her speed.
yeah. Yep, and they gave her a hit in the book as well because I think she beat the throw either way. But since the throw was bad, then we scored that second run. So
Kajal Berg is up to bat.
that'll give Maddie 1 RBI, and then I should say, and then the other one was on an error, but still. That'll take us to 2-0 with Kajal Berg up to bat.
The first pitch was an outside strike.
Here we go. Lefties beware. We saw it the first game, and there it is again. A little too outside on that one.
She takes a hard cut, follows that one off. 1-2 is the count. This is where I told her she should protect.
Especially on those outside pitches. And there they go, set up way outside. And a swing and a miss. She knew she had to go for it. And so I think what we're trying to do on those outside is pull them a little bit. We're going to need to step into it and go with the pitch. And, you're going to have to push it to left. So that will be a strikeout for Miss Cajal Jane. And that will bring up Audrey Springer.
Ball 1.
Yeah, it's so funny how that switches. And that's a called strike.
Got it. It is the timing.
It's the time of night. That's so funny. Our game changer has different scenery based on the time of the evening. Beautiful. And that's kind of how it looks here. All right, and that one looked almost in the same spot. He's not going to call that one, so that'll be 2-1 count on Springer. Proper at second base. She sack bunted and got one in, and then we scored a second one on the throwing error. And that'll be high outside. So this is a hitter's count, as we call it, in 3-1. You can be kind of picky, choose what you want. Pressure's on the pitcher. Ooh, and
She didn't leave it. Nice job. She went for it.
lines that one past the second base, and that'll be an RBI for Springer.
And Proper scores.
Great job, Audrey. So Gopher's up 3-0 in the top of 1.
Here is Claire Amundsen. She is an 8th grader. She'll be playing right field this game.
Ooh, good cut to start.
Just a little outside, so it went off the tip of her bat.
Way outside. Catcher tries to pick her off one. The right fielder does a nice job backing up, so we're not going to go anywhere in that one, but she did not like her lead.
She gets a hold of this one out to right field, and it's going to drop in front of the fielder.
Great job by Amundsen, putting it where they're not. So now we'll have runners at 1 and 2 with 2 outs.
This is Destiny Schlichtner. She will be playing second base. Destiny, I believe, is a senior.
She is a senior as well. Did they have senior night the other night? Did I miss that or no? When I was...
That's coming up.
Okay. So it was take your daughter to the ballpark night tonight, and then we'll still have a senior night coming. And a good swing by her. She fouls that one back out of play. And a guy holding a baby almost catches it with one hand. That was quite impressive and a little scary at the same time. Almost
Tyler
got
Lund
that
out
one.
there. He's a football coach. His baby is like probably as big as that ball.
Oh my gosh, that was quite impressive. All right, runners at 1 and 2, 2 outs. And that's a called third strike, like a dropped changeup. So that will set Schlichter down. So Gophers do go up 3-0 in top of 1. And due up for Plainview. Do you have?
Oh, sorry. Whoa. Nope, I don't.
All
I
right,
don't have it
well,
written down. We'll be right back.
We will be right back.
All right, we are back. Leading off for Plainview is Ball, Emmeline Ball. She hits the ball foul.
And for the Gophers tonight, we will have Kajal Berg starting in the circle in the second game with Bryn Horseman. Behind the plate, we will have Audrey Springer at first. Destiny Schlichter at second. Madison Proper at shortstop. McKenna Dornack at third. Kendall Nolte in left. Allie Eichhoff in center. And Claire Amundsen in right.
I don't know why my game changer isn't hooking up.
That's a bit slow here. All right, and that's a hard hit ball. It kind of bounces, but Destiny does a nice job staying with it. She'll fire it over to one for the 4-3 put out.
Batting number 22, Chloe Grainer.
Kajal Berg coming into tonight has pitched 21 innings. She's 2-1. She has 15 strikeouts and a 2.6 ERA. The freshman's had a great pitching season thus far. You can see with each game she's gaining just a little more confidence, you know, to be a starting pitcher that goes the distance, and she's done real well. A swing and a miss. That glove is popping. It's like Kajal's pushing off well off that mound.
We have no. Oh, it's Horseman back there catching.
Yes. All right, that one's just a little low. Good mix by Berg.
Yeah, I'm just not getting anything. Oh, because I'm going to the wrong game. It's a user.
Yeah, double headers are just out of our normal flow, so it just takes a little extra minute to figure it out. So there's a
2-1 is the count.
I think 3-1 count on Earth. Now it's 3-2 on Greener. Just a reminder, Gophers with this doubleheader are visitors tonight in the second contest, and so Greener will draw a walk, so they will have a base runner with one out.
Number 21, Maya Larson.
Maya Larson is up to bat. She'll be catching. We have a runner on and one out. And we have Damien running in the background. It's consistently high with every game. So we've got to figure out our release there.
Yep. High usually means you're letting go too late. Low is usually too early, so it's just finding that hit point when you're trying to throw down the middle. So much easier said than done. Doesn't that sound so easy? Just let it go at your hip, but there's a lot behind it.
Ball 3.
Just a little high. 3-0 count. Gophers did grit that first out with a grounder to second. Now looking for that second one with a runner on first. How about a double play? There we go. There's a called strike. Kajal fires in.
Shout out to Andy O. He subbed in for you last week or this week against Caledonia.
So grateful. St. Mary's had a conflict, and with it being Peyton's senior year, I didn't want to miss that. So very grateful to Andy. He's done that every year, and every year the St. Mary's conflict usually falls on the Caledonia game. So that's funny because last year, or maybe it was the year before, it was the same thing. All right, so Cagel's right in that zone, maybe just a tad high. She's throwing that ball hard, so just, as we used to say, pulling the string, right? Boom, right there. This is Youst up to bat.
She threw that inside strike, and thanks to Horseman, she pulled it in, and he called it a strike.
Horseman's a great catcher. She does a nice job framing. All right, there's another ball to Destiny at second base. She'll go to 1, the safe out, so that'll give us 2 outs. Runners do advance to second and third. So Destiny with 2 of the putouts in the inning.
All right, go after this batter now. We've got 2 outs.
Gloria Welke up to bat. She is their shortstop in game number 2. Great pitch by Berg. Could see the spin on that one. 0-1 to Welke. Hey, changeup drops in for a strike 2. In the groove now. Just a little high, good mix. 1-2 to Welke. Trying to get out number 3, stop the runners at second, third from scoring, and there it is. That'll be a strikeout. Cagel's first of the game for Cagel Berg. So no runs for Plainview, no hits, a couple walks, no errors, and they left 2 runners on base. So after 1 complete inning of play, the Gophers lead 3-0. And due up, I believe, will be Berg, Springer, and Amundsen. Or no, sorry.
No, Eichhoff and then the top.
Eichhoff and then the top. Mine didn't catch up. Yep. Eichhoff and Dornack and Horseman.
We'll be right back.
All right, so as Carmen pointed out, it is Allie Eichhoff up to bat. This is her first at bat. We are in the top of the second. Gophers visitor the second game in the doubleheader. Gophers took that first doubleheader 9-0. And they are already up 3-0, well on their way. Again, apologize for the background noise. It's getting a little bit windier, a little bit cooler. She'll follow that one back. It's funny as the trees, the shade starts cascading. You know, it starts in center, and then pretty soon it gets just a little further, and it gets chilly for the outfielders as well. All right, that one's in the dirt. Claire was victim, as many of the lefties were, to that outside corner pitch, so hopefully she's ready to protect with this 2-2 count. Or Allie, sorry, not Claire. Yeah. And that one will be outside, so that'll load up the count. Just thinking protect on that outside corner, and sure enough, the catcher sets up right there. In fact, there it is, and that's exactly what we, just have to try to avoid with our lefties.
For Sheffield, number 25, McKenna Dornak.
Someone's got to have that conversation in there.
Yeah, I'm sure probably they are, but it's just hard. They don't look like strikes, and they probably don't look like strikes up there, but you're just going to have to swing at those like straight up. And there's a deep fly ball by McKenna Dornak. That one's out of play. And Dornak walked her first time at bat. And then was thrown out, actually stealing. And that one's outside, too far outside. That one he does not call a strike. And she swings and pulls that one the opposite way down the first baseline, foul. So a 1-2 count to McKenna Dornak. Ooh, and I was worried they were going to get a called third strike there. It might have just been an inch further, but just think and protect. Same thing, another left-hander with that outside. They set up outside. And that'll be a high fly ball. It's going to be fouled out of play. So Dornak kind of running the field from left field to right field, foul balls. Probably just hitting it where it's pitched. The count remains 2-2. We have the one out.
Full count. All right, protecting there. McKenna. She does come out here to left field. Left fielder gets underneath it.
That'll be caught for out number 2.
Now that is the Lady Gophers, number 27, Bryn Horseman.
Horseman up to bat. She had a hit last time. Bryn played a great
strike.
third base in game 1, and
beautiful.
just shows how versatile she is. In game 2, she's behind the dish. And she fouls that one out of play. And the pitcher that we're seeing here, Ball, that's the same pitcher that came in as relief in game 1. And that one's just a little high. So 1-2, we do have 2 outs. Looking for our first base runner of the top of the second inning.
A little outside, or a lot outside.
A lot.
Here
Ooh,
it
and
is.
that is a deep fly ball in the gap. Horseman will get to second, and she's going to round and take third. She's easily there. They better get it in or she'll go home. Not only was that a heck of a hit, but she's a speed demon on the bases. So a triple for Bryn Horseman.
Batting for the Gophers, number 17, Kendall Nolte.
We'll bring up Kendall Nolte, who also had a hit her first time at bat. Bryn's hitting the ball really hard.
She
right now.
is doing amazing. It's nice to see.
Ball high to Nolte, another lefty, so another outside pitch protection scenario. Oh, and she lasers that ball to left field. It gets back past the left fielder. So Nolte's going to dig for second and hold up there. So an RBI and a double for Kendall Nolte. I don't know who said not bad.
I heard
but
that.
I don't know who's saying that, but I'm going to talk to him. That was a rope.
Most likely her dad.
Yeah, probably. Not bad. Could have been a triple. Proper up to bat. She had a sac bunt for an RBI, her first at bat. So Nolte's at second. Would be fun to see Proper trade places with her. And with Nolte's hit, the Gophers went up 4-0.
in the top of the second. Again, we are the away team this game.
Oh, I think she probably would have went. Did he call it? Yep. So Proper with that half swing, 1-1 count. Ooh, and that's a nice strike. Those are the worst. That's the third one we've seen tonight. You swing and it kind of rolls down and hits your ankle and rolls out. You can see her limping just a little. Takes it well, but ouch. That'll leave a mark. 1-2 the count. Nolte on second, 2 outs. And she'll ground that one to third base. That's a hard hit. And Nolte will stay on second. Not much you can do when the play
She
is
played it
right
perfectly.
in front of you. So she did just what she needed to do. So now they did call an error. So with 1-2, or runners on 1 and 2, Kajal Berg is up to bat. They try to pick her off and are unable. So Kajal looking for her first RBIs of the game maybe here. Nice hard hit. The grounder, it does get past the second baseman. So Nolte will score. Proper will advance to 3 and Berg will stay on 1.
Next up for Sheffield, number 11, Audrey Springer.
And that will bring up Audrey Springer, who also had a nice hit, her first at bat. In to run for the game is Kinley Manahan, courtesy runner for our pitcher, Kajal Berg. There's a lot of gun starts behind us and the track meet going on. These new microphones are wonderful, but they pick up every sound.
We have runners at first and third with 2 outs. Springer is at bat, low and in the dirt. Proper's going to go in and score head first.
She's a quick one, so she took advantage of that wild pitch, and in she scores. So that's an unearned run. We'll take it, 5-0.
And Kinley advances, or Manahan advances to second.
Gophers have done a lot of rallying here with 2 outs. Let's keep her going. And as crazy as it is, I wish I would have brought my mittens. It's chilling out here. Just a little bit of wind and shade.
I have a hand warmer in my pocket,
Yeah,
so
smart.
every little once in a while.
I actually have my mittens in my car in my crowd, which is crazy because it's almost May.
You just leave them there, though. They just stay
I
there
do.
in
I
case.
have 90 layers in my car
Yep,
every
me
softball
too.
season because I've been caught cold and hot before. So, all right.
Up the
Springer,
middle.
a perfect hit up the middle, is going to score. Manahan. So that will be an RBI for Audrey Springer, her second, and her second hit of the game. Great job, Audrey.
Now batting for Sheffield, number 2, Claire Amundsen.
And as the cheer goes, rally on 2, right? Because we have managed to put a lot together with 2 outs. So now up to bat will be Claire Amundsen. She had a nice hit to the outfield in her first at bat. This time it's a slow roller, and it's a race to the base, and the first baseman gets it. So that'll end the inning. Gophers go up 7-0 with a bunch of hits and a couple Plainview errors. And so we will head into the bottom of the second with Plainview trailing 0-7.
son again. Hello, we are back. It looks like Loya is up to bat.
It feels like we're further than in the second inning because we scored 7 runs already, but we are actually in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss. Good start for Kajal Berg in inning 2. So Jacqueline Lola.
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn
Loya.
Loya. I can't read the writing. I can't. Mine or the card.
Did you swing at that one too, Rick?
Yes. 0-2 the count. Kajal Berg all business starting bottom of the second. And that was just a little low. I like the mix. Oh, there's a little kid coming in the field. Oops. Gotta get out of there. Ooh. And there's a deep hit, but that one will fall foul. Good one to get rid of.
1-2 is the count on Loya.
One, two. Berg delivers.
Ooh, a little high.
Just missed.
2-2. Yes.
Is yours totally not working?
No, it is, but I had to go tell my son that I'm commentating, so I can't answer the phone.
All right, that'll load
Full
up the
count.
count. 3-2. Kajal taking it the hard way around. Win a battle here, kid. Oh, and that one will go high and get past the catcher, so she does start off with a walk.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say, ugh.
No, it's hard
very
being
hard
a pitching mom. I would
and
not.
commentating.
Yeah. Even any mom, being a mom to any position, but especially the pitcher, and trying to focus on commentating. You're doing a good job. All right, runner on one. Kajal starts again, and that one is fouled back.
By Beneke.
Ooh, I like the snap though.
It's good snap,
it's good.
but it's just too high.
Just a tinge.
And if it's a rise ball, it can come in,
Yeah,
and
agreed.
then go up. But
It's high in the beginning, so it can't get called. There we go. And Dornack fires to 1 to get out number 1.
up next is Ball.
Bulldogs, number 32, Lillian Ball.
We have one out with a runner at second in the bottom of the second.
Ball high. Prom must be next weekend then.
Yes.
It's so funny. I always know I have a crabapple tree in the front of my house that always blooms the week of prom every year. It's the craziest thing. And I didn't know when it was this year, and I looked and it was blooming, so I'm like, yep, I bet prom is coming in a week. Crazy. I always enjoy seeing all the dresses. All right, there is a grounder.
Fouled off.
So that counts as a strike in the book. 2-1 the count to Ball. Ball just a tiny bit high. I like that teaser, but it's funny. These hitters just are not biting on that one. They like the low.
And nor is the ump.
Nope. So 3-1 the count.
Got to hit that zone.
And that one just doesn't. See, I jinxed it the opposite way.
Well, thank you.
They weren't biting
you,
at
Ball.
that high ball, but she liked that one. And this is the girl that had that big double in the first inning, so she kind of knows what she likes, and she couldn't hit that one. So I got to load up the count for Kajal. And there we go. Good pitch again. She fouls that one back as well.
We have one out. And the count is loaded. Yes.
There we go. Yeah,
Back,
this girl
back,
hit
back.
some deep balls for sure. Oh, and Nolte, it tips off her glove. She kind of had the line, and I think she might have lost it in the sun maybe, and it tipped off. So they will score their first run of the evening. So they will, so the score will be 7-1 with 1 out remaining. And now a runner on second. And she liked that high one as well, so that's a good pitch to throw her. Start off strong. Ooh, and another great pitch. That one kind of at the knees. So way ahead here, nothing too good.
Now it's okay to throw those higher.
Yep.
Teaser.
See if you can get them to bite on that one. And she does, so that
Or right
will
down the middle.
be it was a little high. That will be CJ's second strikeout and the second out of the inning.
Emily Ball.
We are back to the top of the order.
She ground out the first time at bat. Ooh, she pulls that one. And they're going to call it a fair ball. Must have just stayed in play past third base.
Nice hard hit.
Yeah, that's a hard hit, and that's a tough call even for the hump. You know, did it go over in fair? But it was close, so that was probably the right call. So Ball will have a hit, and that will mean runners at 1 and 3
There are 2 outs.
with Grainer up to bat.
We'll see if Bryn goes and gets her.
Grainer did walk her last time at bat. Ooh, cuffed her on that one. I like that inside pitch. She fouls that one off. That's a strike.
Runners at first and third with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Ooh, good
Nice
stop, Bryn.
job. Bryn Horseman does a nice job back there. She works hard. Two one is the count to Grainer. Looking for this last out. But they do have definitely a runner in scoring position at third.
That foul ball brings it to 2-2. Right down the middle.
And a nice play by Maddie Proper. It's one of those just kind of slow moving fadunkadunks.
I thought it was a fadunkadunk just in the infield.
It was. And Maddie Proper, you know, and who knows how much the wind's impacting it. She dives and catches that one for out number 3. So Gophers escape with just that 1 run scoring. So going into the top of the third, Gophers leads 7-1.
Be right back. All right, welcome back. Up here for the Chatfield Gophers is Destiny Slickner. She struck out last time at bat. When she does make contact, she can drive that ball.
Yeah, she's got a lot of power behind her, so I'd love to see her get into one. She fouls that one back. Geez, of course, with the spring comes mosquitoes already. And ticks. I've seen several ticks already.
Yes.
We found some on our dogs. My friend had one on her. Belle had one the other day.
Cagel's had one. Our dog had one.
Yeah, it's going to be a tick season. I think it's been a lot of rain and stuff, so we treated all of our dogs now. It always comes
We
early.
did too.
All right, Destiny with the 2-1 count.
She went for that outside pitch.
Oh,
like.
that's a hit. That chop past the pitcher's glove up the middle, so a hit for senior Destiny Schlichter.
For Sheffield number 0, Allie Eichhoff.
And that will take us to Allie Eichhoff. She did strike out in that lefty outside pitch that the umpires have really liked this evening. So let's see if they try to throw that to her again, if she's ready for it. I mean, even if she can tick it just like that with her legs, just put it on the ground and she can leg it out. But you got to angle the bat forward, kid.
Well, I think she was a little hesitant. I thought she was thinking about pulling it back and didn't in time.
There, that's exactly what she needs to do. And with her speed, absolutely she was safe. Good call by the umpire. And the crowd goes wild. So great job by Allie. That's, she was struggling with that outside, and that's what makes her a good player. She just is versatile enough to say, I'm put it on the ground and beat it out. So that'll bring us back to the top of the order. McKenna Dornack, she popped out last time. Runners at 1 and 2. We don't have any outs. Gophers are up 7-1. They would love to try to get to the run rule this time, so just keep plugging away at those RBIs.
Now Allie's got to be smart. She can't run Destiny off here.
And the second baseman struggles with that one, so that'll be an E4. But the runners will advance, and Dornack will stay on the base.
Next up for Sheffield, number 27, Bryn Horstman.
Teams, I bet you got a hit, don't they? You know what they said?
They might be able to catch what you say.
All right.
I know you don't. You shouldn't.
Now we have runners at all bases. Bases are loaded.
We have Horseman with a nice hit.
Nice. 1 run will score. 2 run will score. And we're going to hold up at third. So 2 RBIs for Bryn Horseman.
Now batting number 17, Kendall Nolte.
All right, Nolte's 2 for 2 this game.
Horseman's on fire. So is Nolte. Let's keep it up. So runners at 1 and 3.
Both having speed out there. All right, Nolte put it in the air.
And that's kind of in a place that they're not. She does manage to catch that on the run. Nice job by the left fielder. So that will give us run number 2.
All right, up now is Proper with just 1 out. Ball a little low. Horseman trots on down to second. So now we have runners at second and third.
Only 1 out, so even a fly ball to the outfield can be tagged. Ooh. That's a nice inside pitch.
She goes for that one. Pretty low, kind of outside. Now she's got to protect in there. She's got 2 strikes. And she hits a nice hard one.
Ooh, and that is just foul. Otherwise, that would have been. I always call those the triples because you can't help but have them go all the way to the left field fence. So with some speed, you're always at the triple. But luckily for Plainview, that one stayed just foul. So now protected
had
here
to
with
jump
2.
out of the way there.
Yeah.
That's how close
That's why
it
you
was.
lead off in foul territory. Not fair. You're out. All right, that one will be outside.
2-2 is the count here for Proper.
And the same thing. Oh, also foul. She's really pulling that down that third base line. I'd hug the line if it was a third base. All right, 1 out. Just need to get it somewhere green.
Well, she got it in the air, but this is going to be foul. All right, she's got to win the battle in there.
Ooh, a great line shot over the shortstop's head. 2 runs will score. Proper's on her horse for 2. She'll hold up there with a stand-up double. Great job by Madison Proper.
Now batting for the Gophers.
Madison with 3 RBIs thus far in the game. Gophers go up 11-1, so they are at that 10-run mark if they can continue to score and hold Plainview.
We still got a runner at 2.
And still just the 1 out, so this has been a great inning for the Gophers.
It's weird. All right, ball 2 for Berg.
Ooh, and that's a slow roller. She could beat her out. And they actually bobble it and don't make the throw, so she will reach. So there will now be a runner on 1 and 3, and Manahan in again as the courtesy runner for our pitcher, Kajal Berg.
Reached on an error, Kajal did. Just depends. Ball low, a little outside for Springer.
All right, 1 and 3. I'm guessing the 417 call might be to steal second. Let's see. And there we are off. They are not going to make the throw. Probably good decision with our runner at third. So now we'll have runners at second and third. With Springer up to bat, she had a nice hit her first time around.
I have her down for 2 hits.
And her second time around. Yeah, this is already her third.
All right, so she has a 2-0 count. She can be a little picky in there, looking for the one that she likes.
Springer already with 2 RBIs on the evening, or on the game.
Still 1 out in the top of the third.
Ooh, and you know what? If I was a pitcher, I'd be a little frustrated. That could have been a strike. But the catcher stands up too early and blocks the umpire's view. So that was a called ball, which is luck out for us. And that one will be ball 4. That'll load up the bases with 1 out.
Bringing up Claire Amundsen.
She did have a nice hit her first time at bat. Bases juiced. Let's see what happens for the 8th grader.
to ball outside, which I agree.
Pitcher seems to be struggling a little bit with throwing high right now as well. And there's one, and that'll go back to the pitcher, so they do make the play at first, and they go for the double play. So that'll be a fielder's choice in the book for Amundsen.
Next up, the Lady Gophers, number 8, Destiny Schlichter.
And now Destiny up to bat. Bases continue to be juiced, this time with the 2 outs. There's a called inside strike 1.
That a girl, that a girl.
And Destiny absolutely laces it. It goes over the right fielder's head. And 3 runs will score with the senior Destiny Schlichter holding up at second. What a hit, what a play. Gophers will go up 14-1. Great job for the senior. She's got a lot of power.
She does.
Number 0, Allie.
And coach is going to call a timeout. This has been kind of a rough inning. Not a ton of errors, just a lot of legit hits.
And if you look at it, I mean, she's got 76 pitches already in 3 innings, and she finished out the first game. So she's pitched a lot already.
She has. Looks like they might go ahead and make a change then.
So Allie Eichhoff should be up to bat here. She had a beautiful bunt last time at bat.
And number 22, Chloe Granner, looks like is going to come in as a relief pitcher. So happy for Destiny. That was a big hit.
Big. This girl hasn't hit the glove too much yet, so hopefully Allie keeps an eye on in there. Is patient.
Yeah, I mean, if I was coaching, I would make them take till they saw 1 strike at least. Just not to get too anxious, especially when they're younger. Just make her throw something before you go too crazy. Well, we will see what happens. Allie Eichhoff, 1 for 2. She had that really nice, where she laid down that kind of a bunt and legged that one out, beat it out. Low and outside will be a ball 1. And low ball 2. Definitely don't want to chase anything here. Oh, we're picking up some car horn. This microphone is very sensitive.
Very.
And there's a called strike 1.
She's got 2 more to go here. Destiny's getting a nice lead off of second base.
3-1 is the count, so not chasing anything that we don't like. And that'll do. Great job by the 8th grader being patient. She'll take her base on balls.
That brings us back to the top to Dornack. Oh, never mind. Kinley Manahan is coming in for Dornack.
Batting for the Gopher, 31, Finley Manahan.
All right, we have 2 outs. In the top of the 3rd, the Gophers lead 14-1. Kinley Manahan just came in for McKenna Dornack. A good
Swing
cut.
and a miss, yep. I like the aggressiveness. Just got to get nervous, right? Keep your head
Yes.
on it. Watch
See
it.
the ball.
Yep, watch it hit. And that one's a little low. Catcher does a nice job. She threw a Dornack out earlier, and she fires down to first if she thinks we have too big of a lead, and it's a pretty darn accurate throw. She's doing a good job back there. So our runners just always need to have a heads up. And there she fouls one back out of play.
1-2 is the count on Manahan.
And that'll be a swing and a miss, so that will sit her down and end the inning. But Gophers take a commanding lead, 14-1, going into the bottom of the third. We'll be right back. All right, we are back. We are in game 2 of our doubleheader. The Gophers took it 9-0 in game 1. We are up 14-1 in the bottom of the third.
Up to bat right now is Larson. That ball goes in the dirt.
Kajelberg thus far has thrown 2 innings, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts. Couldn't find the pitch count, but
On here it says 51.
51 pitches, and there's a slow roller
Good
to
arm.
third.
Good arm with Manahan over there on third.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Manahan, the 8th grader, is into third base. And what a play. Is there any other defensive changes here that we should note? Or is that it?
No, it's all the same.
Okay. What about first base? Is that Lauren Sprout?
Lunch Pro.
Okay, so Lauren Sprout is into first base for Audrey Springer, and Kinley Manahan into third base for McKenna Dornack. This is a great opportunity for those younger girls that have worked really hard to get to varsity, to get the opportunity to make some plays as well. And Kajelberg, oh, that's a tight one, and I'm not going to say anymore. But Kajel does a nice job recovering on that one, but she is safe.
Gloria Welke.
So Gloria Welke up to bat with 1 out and a runner on first.
Oh, at the
That
same
was
time.
so odd. A swing and a miss right as the track gun went off. It was bizarre. It sounded like it was a hit, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of games where there's track going on behind us, so it's just an interesting night.
All right. I don't know what's happening with Allie out here, but she must have something in her shoe.
Oh, yep.
Check that out, ladies and gentlemen.
Now she's trying to get that shoe back on.
Better to call time
Yep.
than to be caught with your shoe off if the ball comes out here.
Or rocking your shoe and you can't get after the ball.
Yep,
So,
that's tough.
good call, Allie.
All right, so back to our batter. We have an 0-1 count on Wilkie. She is 0 for 1 on the night. And there's just kind of a slow-moving pop-up that is caught by Lauren Sprout for out
Number 2.
number 2.
For the Bulldogs, number 5, Jocelyn Loya.
Now, Jocelyn Loya. See, it's nice when he pronounces it
Then
first.
you can hear it. I know. I like it.
All right, there's a hard hit foul to the right side.
All right, Lauren, be ready over there.
And Loya did walk her first time at bat, so it'd be nice to sit her down this time. Little change up action there. She does not bite, just a little high. Keep that one low. 1-1 the count. And great play by Deshna
Yes, it
Schichter.
was.
She kind of backhand throws it, but Proper does a nice job scooping it up. So, Gophers head into the top of the 4th, leading 14-1.
All right, we are back, and Horseman is going to lead us off in the top of the 4th.
Oh, and a nice line drive by Bryn Horseman to right field to start us off. She has a hot bat tonight. Fun to see the senior work so hard. All these girls play a ton of ball in the spring, the summer, the fall. They play dome ball. Winter. It's just fun to see all of that coming together tonight. Up now, Kendall Nolte. In the dirt, Horseman will take 2, but they better hustle because she'll get to 3. So runner in scoring position for Nolte, who is 2 for 3 on the night. She also already has picked up an RBI. She'd like to pick up a second.
2-0 is the count.
Ooh, she laces that one down the first baseline for a base hit. And Horseman will round third and get home. Stand up. So a second RBI for Kendall Nolte. Puts her 3 for 4 on the night.
Hard twist on that ball.
Oh,
hit it
she
hard.
pulled that one. If you're going to lefty pull hard, you got to pull hard like that. That was great.
Up here is Proper. She got a double last time at bat. He calls that one a strike.
And as we mentioned, we were supposed to have a doubleheader with Byron and Rushford-Peterson last night. That is going to be made up, probably just the Rushford-Peterson game since it's conference. And we still don't have a date on that, right?
We do not.
So the Gophers are next in action on Monday at Casson, Tuesday at Lewiston, And then
Friday in Wabasha.
Friday, a doubleheader in Wabasha. Always a fun one right before prom because everyone's really focused on the softball. That's just speaking from experience. And then the Gophers will return back home on May 5th to face Fillmore Central. So CCTV will be bringing that game. And then it looked like on May 9th they have a tournament, I think I heard in Jackson County, which will be really cool to play some good teams up there. Then another home game, May 12th versus St. Charles. That will be very competitive since we did lose to them in a tight game before.
And that will be Parents' Night.
And that's Parents' Night. And then we're at Dover Yoda on May 15th, and that's already the end of the regular season, plus whatever they decide for Rushford. There's a hit for Proper. So, I mean, they are like in the heat of their season right now. It's going to fly by.
Number 34, Gopher.
They're about halfway done already. But I think tournaments are good. And, you know, if you can pick those up on the weekend, get some muscle memory, get some repetitive. I just, you know, it reminds me of summer ball, which is always fun. So hopefully that'll be a good
and right
tournament.
now, you know, there's 3 games a week. If we do get rained out, there's usually not a practice just because there isn't gym space or it's late. So it's good to get a few more bats in.
It's been a tough spring. I just said that I go obviously to the St. Mary's games for Peyton, and we have games always on the weekends, like Saturdays and Sundays. And part of that's just for umpire reasons, availability. They made one up last Sunday. We all had down coats on. It was like 45 degrees, just absolutely freezing. And then we went Tuesday night for senior night, and it was 80 degrees, and we were all hot, like it got sunburned. It's just the wildest, like bipolar spring I think that I remember in a while. We were lucky last year. It got warm early and it stayed warm, so we really didn't have a lot of makeups, a lot of rain dates, anything like that. But this year has been on all levels just tough. So, and then it just condenses it where all of a sudden you're playing like 6 games in a week, and it's kind of different than other sports where, especially when, you know, you rely on a pitcher, like it's nice to have breaks and not have to play back to back to back like that. So hopefully we don't have any more from here on out. Stay tuned. It'll always be on the Chatfield Public School site, as well as like the Chatfield softball Facebook page and things as to when they decide to make up the Rushford game. Because originally the game was down in Rushford, right?
Correct.
And that got
That was the
called
tornado
off.
day.
And then they agreed to come up here and do the doubleheader, and then that got rescheduled. So I don't know if that game will actually be here or down in Rushford.
Yeah.
I mean, if I was Rushford, I'd be like, you come down here. You know, so I guess we'll just see. But there's so much else going on. You know, there's concerts and senior banquets, and spring is just so crazy. So hopefully they'll find a time. All right, so Kajelberg up to bat.
There's that pitch she doesn't like, but she's got to take it to a
she
left
has
field.
not enjoyed that outside pitch. Let it travel deep and then push it out. And that was a tough call on a strike. That one was a little low, so now you're kind of as a batter going, I pretty much got to swing at everything coming my way, as she did. Not much you can do there. I mean, that was a called strike, the last pitch. So that will sit down Kajelberg
for the first out.
And a nice up the middle shot by Sprout will score Nolte. RBI for Sprout. Proper will stay at second, and obviously Sprout will hold up at 1. So great single by Lauren Sprout. Girls are swinging good bats tonight. All right, that'll bring up Claire Amundsen.
Claire Amundsen.
And she's going to hit that one in the hole. Oh,
I don't know what's going on.
looks like a runner left early or got hit by the ball. I couldn't tell. Can you replay that one for us, Rick? Do you know, was she hit by the ball or did she leave early?
I couldn't see. I was looking through the lens.
Okay, yeah. I just know that the field umpire called Proper out. So the ball did kind of go by where she was. So I don't know if it hit her in the foot but either way, she's out. So that'll be out number 2. Amundsen will remain at the base or at the plate. Oh, throw him past the first baseman, but we don't need to risk that one. So 2 outs for the Gophers. Okay, and that's kind of a slow roller picked up by their third baseman, and Amundsen's going to beat that one out. So that is a base hit, fielded clean and thrown clean. She's just got some wheels. Great job by Amundsen.
All right, here comes Destiny. She had the double last time at bat.
Destiny is 2 for 3 and has hit the ball really hard tonight and made some great plays at second base. So good job by the senior. And that one is not called a strike, but looks similar to Kagel's.
Left early.
Oh, which one?
Ooh, Lauren?
Lauren. Okay, so called for leaving early. So the Gophers will
2
clear out.
runners.
They're 16-1. We will head into the bottom of the fourth.
All right.
All right. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Beneke up to bat.
Yes.
Berg remains on the mound. She's thrown a good game thus far. That one gets under her glove, and Proper, what a play.
Thank you, Proper.
It's hard to react, when you are just delivering the pitch, so it kind of gets underneath Kagel, and Proper just takes the deflection and boom, fires away. Great job.
All right, up now is Lillian Ball. She fouls that one off for strike one. We are now in the bottom of the fourth inning. And she gets her on an off speed.
Way to go, Kagel Berg. That'll be a K in the books.
Picked up for the Bulldogs, number 1, Annika Steele.
That'll be 2 outs.
We're on the third batter in the inning. She gets underneath that one.
High fly ball. That's going to be out of in play. They weren't charged in hard. I thought it was going out.
Won the count here on Steele.
I was just going to look up because it's not the same, right?
What's not the same? It's a sub.
Yep, it's a sub.
Annika Steele.
Annika Steele got it with an O, huh?
It's not really with an O, but that's so that Jeff pronounces
so
it
he
that
pronounced
way.
it correctly. Oh, I like that. That's good.
Foul ball. First strike 2.
Goodness gracious. Track has a lot of gun starts. What do they call them? Shotgun starts. All right, just a little inside. I like that pitch, though.
Got away from Bryn back there.
Now batting number 13, Emmeline Ball.
All right, we're to the top of the order here.
All right, so with 2 outs, they now have that runner at first base. Looking for the 3rd out in this inning. Ooh, and she swings at that outside pitch. That's a good pitch. 0-1 the count. There's a slow roller under the glove of Kinley Manahan.
Now batting number 24, Ava Steele.
Ava Steele must have came in for Grainer.
Yeah. Made a few changes to the lineup here, so we're trying to catch up on game changer. So Ava Steele in to hit. This is her first at bat of the evening. Gophers up 16-1. We are in the bottom of the 4th. As we mentioned, there's a 10-run rule in varsity high school softball, but you have to play 5 complete innings. Or at least 5 if you are 4.5 if you are the home team. In this case, since we are not, we'll have to play 5 full innings if we're able to reach that run rule.
0-2 is the count.
Little high. I like the mix, Kajal Jane. Oh, I think he thought about that one, but he's not going to call it. So that will be a 2-2 count.
We have 2 outs. 2 runners on.
Just a little high, so just to add to the intrigue, we're going to load up the count, see what we can do here. All right, that'll be ball 4. That'll load him up. Oh my goodness, and we had yet another runner leave early. This guy out in the field, he's on the ball. So
what
kind of shoots down, I think
second?
it was the second. Yep. So it kind of shoots down Plainview's.
It helps us out there. Oh, and it's over.
Is game changer wrong or are we wrong? Don't we have to play a 5th?
Maybe they said, hey.
Okay, well, either way, we'll take it.
We will.
We show that we had 1 more inning left to play, but maybe with it being a doubleheader, there's a different arrangement there. So let's just quick go over. The Gophers ended up with a 16-1 victory in Game 2 after taking Game 1 9-0. McKenna Dornack was 1 for 2. Kinley Manahan 0 for 1. Bryn Horseman 4 for 4 with 2 RBIs. She had a hot bat tonight. Nolte 3 for 4 with a couple RBIs. Proper 3 for 4, 3 RBIs. Kajal Berg 0 for 4. Audrey Springer 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Lauren Sprout 1 for 1 with an RBI. Claire Amundsen 2 for 4. Destiny Schlichter, she had 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs, and Allie Eichhoff was 1 for 2. Nolte had 2 doubles tonight. Schlichter had a double, as did Proper. A triple went to Bryn Horseman. McKenna Dornack was caught stealing. Had a couple errors here. And Kajal Berg, she pitched 4 innings. She gave up 2 hits, 1 run. No earned runs. She gave up 4 walks and had 3 strikeouts. They had a mix of different pitchers, but I think the losing pitcher would be Ball. She pitched 2.1 innings, gave up 11 hits, 11 runs, 5 earned runs, 1 walk, and had 3 strikeouts. So congratulations to the Gophers for picking up a couple good conference wins. And as we mentioned, they will head to Casson on Monday, Lewiston on Tuesday. They will have a doubleheader in Wabasha on Friday, so a lot of away games in a row. And then join us back at CCTV on May 5th for our home game versus Fillmore Central that you said is Parents' Night, right? So a lot of good things from the Gophers, swinging the balls well, the bats well, and pitchers look good and solid, mixing things up. It was a good win for everybody, I think, tonight. So congratulations to them. Thank you, Rick Irish, for setting everything up. Thank you, Jeff Springer, for announcing, and Dan Schindler for working with this crazy schedule yet again. And as always, thank you to the Fireball families for volunteering in our concession stand. We enjoyed watching all the young upcoming Fireballs run tonight and enjoy an evening at the ballpark. So everyone have a great weekend.
Thank you.
We
Have
will
a good
see
night.
you soon.